Coming to you live from my apartment, it's Rob Has a Podcast. And now here's the guy who says, this double eviction could have been a text. I'm Rob Cesternino. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our double eviction recap here, as we are but 2 weeks away from the Big Brother 25 finale. And so we will talk about our double eviction episode, baby, here tonight, with a fun panel. Back with us, a man who did not get the unexpected. That was probably was not what he was expecting. It's Taran Armstrong. Taran, how are you?
I'm here.
Yeah. It happened, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Double eviction, baby. Okay. Back with us once again, of course, ready to tell you tomorrow morning about Jag's HOH win. It's Puya Zambakili. Puya, how are you?
I'm doing really well. I'm so happy to be here, Rob, for exactly that reason. We might just rewind and repeat last week's update for tomorrow, for all we know.
Oh,
I'm happy to be
should we
here.
re-air it just to mess with people?
Hey, honestly, how many people will figure it out?
Sleep in tomorrow, guys.
Call it a day. Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Okay. All right. And then back with us to talk about whatever mess is left, of course, it's the great Sasha Joseph. Sasha, how are you?
I'm here. And everyone, raise your hand if you have been victimized by production, because I'm tired of it.
Class action lawsuit?
When? Start the petition now. Why y'all got Olympians running against old ladies? Stop the madness. This is trash. Let's get to it. Let's do it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We can have a scramble verse, but we don't actually ever scramble things that much here in Big Brother. We'll take your questions here tonight to try to see what there is to talk about from this double eviction. Taran, is there a headline for you?
Headline is, that's what we thought.
Yep. So
That's what we thought would happen.
Here we go. Down to, I guess, a little bit unexpected that Bowie won the HOH.
This is her comp, Rob. Getting to the tiebreaker and having to put down a number is what she's made of.
Yeah, actually, biggest surprise of the night, Sasha, was Pooch appearance. Really? We're doing that? Turner and Pooch?
What is the reason, right? Like, where are we reaching in the depths of hell to bring all these people back? Like, why does production personally hate me this much? And then to put Terrence in Taylor's poster,
Ava Taylor.
I see you, production. That's
they love
horrible.
Heisem though. They love Heisem.
And I appreciate that, because it should be a reminder to Miss Felicia of what she did and why we are all here.
Yeah. All right. So we had our double eviction tonight. Blue went out as expected, 4-0. We can talk about Blue's interview with Julie Chen Moonves. Then we had ultimately maybe some intrigue came in the HOH competition, where at one point Cirie Fields was winning the HOH competition. Puya, it looked like maybe for a second, was Cirie gonna win a comp?
She literally had 2 points ahead of the next person after like the first half of the comp. And I thought, oh my God, it's time. It's coming. You know how many tweets I saw today of prayer circle candles and wishes that either Cirie or America are winning? I was like, listen, America's in the way back, but Cirie's thriving. I was excited. I was looking forward to it, Rob. And then expect the expected happened. And what do you know? Blink and Cirie's behind by 1. How did this happen? Yeah. Wild.
All right, so Taran, there is maybe some talk of a Cirie throw. Did you think that was what happened?
I mean, it's possible, given what she was saying, like, to herself on the feeds just last night about, like, wanting to take the shot at Jag. The fact that she knew that the people behind her were not Felicia or America, that it was definitely Matt and Bowie both. She knows that means the shot isn't going to be taken. Seems unlikely to me that she would willingly throw. We also saw her like go back and forth between a correct answer and a wrong answer, unless she was contemplating whether or not she wanted to throw. It seemed like she really was just trying to guess the right thing. So, I mean, my guess would be no, that she did not throw this. There was a plan in place to throw it to Bowie, but nobody actually wanted to do that, including even Felicia at that point. So I don't think she threw, but it's theoretically possible.
Yeah, I mean, was there a specific outcome that she was worried about having happen where she would have felt very much in danger?
I mean, if she wins, she takes the shot at Jag. He wins the veto. That's terrible for her. But I mean, again, like she was talking, like I need to take the shot, like regardless of whether or not it lands, I need to try it. So, you know, it again, it doesn't like there's a reason why people might say like, oh, well, she didn't want that scenario. She didn't want to blow up her spot if Jag is going to win anyway. But based on what she had said, she was willing to go for it anyway.
Mhm. I just don't know why she would get the first 3 questions right and build a lead
Right.
and then choke away the lead.
I agree.
Same.
I
It-
know.
Especially like we know Suri when she's throwing actively tries to place as low as possible so
Yeah.
that she looks like she's less of a threat.
They can't see her. She could be like making faces like that she's trying to throw it, but maybe she doesn't think about those things. Sasha, do you think she threw it?
I want to believe she threw it because I was getting them right, and I never get these things right. So it's just it's impossible. But again, I'm at home. Who am I to say anything? Also, it felt like she was smiling when she was getting them wrong. And the point is, I love a good conspiracy theory. So
Mhm.
the point is, that's my only happiness. So I will stick to it.
Yeah.
Please die that I'm
Yeah.
saying. it.
Taran, which of these movies would you be most likely to go see this weekend?
Well, I mean anything with Taylor in it.
Avatar?
I guess so. I mean,
Mhm.
I will say the Reservoir Dogs one I was into. Love
Yeah.
that movie. But I think Heisenheimer was the best name.
Heisenheimer, yeah, it was very good. I did like that, but you know, I'm not an Avatar guy.
Yeah, I'm not
Same.
either, but like
Sorry. Maybe
Avatar
bring
with
Taylor
Taylor
in.
it?
Yeah,
Like,
It's different.
maybe.
Yeah.
They might bring me in for that, but no. The blue people, forget it. I'm out.
you're not a
Not
fan of
doing it.
blue.
They're
Yeah.
not even pronouncing it correctly. Like
Yeah.
like what person was like, yeah, this is pronounced avatar, not avatar, because that's the word in Hindi. But bless their hearts, whoever came up with this.
Yeah. Blame James Cameron.
Let me come on.
Blame
Let's
Cam
get in
again.
the submarine again
James
and have
Cam.
this conversation.
Yeah. So all right, so Suri that she does not win. Bowie Jane, it came down to a tiebreaker again, and so we got another tiebreak for Bowie Jane and Matt, and this time Bowie Jane wins it.
Yeah.
She didn't say it was 27 seconds.
Yeah, 5,000 seconds, a little low because like I knew it was at least 2 hours. Just from hearing them talk about it on the feeds. I didn't even sit through it. So I'm a little surprised that she went so low. But she's also the person that put 27. So
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt overshot with the 10K though. Like I knew the minute I saw that, I was like, I feel like you've lost. But
yeah, well, because so 10K is not a bad answer if you think it's 3 hours, right?
Mhm.
So he might have thought it was 3 hours, or he might have been throwing, but 10K is a weird answer to give if you are throwing, unless you're sure that it was not 3 hours.
Yeah. Why would Matt want to throw the HOH?
Well, they made a plan to throw it to Bowie. They wanted Matt to be able to compete in the next HOH in
Okay.
case it was physical.
Mhm.
But he did look annoyed that he lost. So
Yeah. Yeah. So why wouldn't he just say like 50,000 seconds?
right. I
That's
mean, maybe
too
not that
much.
extreme, but
yeah, it's
Yeah,
too,
you can't make
too
it
blatant.
that obvious. I guess.
Bowie said 27 minutes was how long Jared was out of the house last time.
She's just on a vibe. All right. We not on that vibe. The problem is they're copy pasting all of these competitions and we are discussing like why it'd be different.
Mm-hmm.
Bowie was gonna win this like she won the last one. It's all laziness and we're just along for the ride. Okay, this like NFL script, Big Brother script, it's already written for us. Okay, just sit back, everyone.
Yeah. Okay. So we got to our veto competition, and now this one really was very similar to what we had last time at the last live double eviction, baby.
It's the same comp, just add 7 stairs and then add the element where they have to dump the thing into the hole, which the bigger your reach, the easier it is going to be for you.
It's
Mhm.
absolute incompetence. There's zero reason for there to be running back and forth in this competition. There's zero reason for them to have to run downstairs, grab the balls, and then come back upstairs. It's terrible television because we didn't even get to see the attempts at getting the balls into the hole half the time because they were on the overhead shot of them rummaging through a ball pit. That doesn't mean anything for us. Imagine
Bowie picked the wrong ball.
Imagine
Tiny
a
ball.
scenario where it's a stationary camera on all 6 of them dropping balls into the tube. And we just get to watch them each time, like, oh my God, is it gonna land this one? Oh my God, look at Matt come ahead. Look at Felicia neck and neck with Matt because Matt's not getting double the amount of attempts that Felicia does because he's faster than her. It's a more interesting visually television-wise competition if they're not running back and forth. It's also a more fair competition if they're not running back and forth. And yet, they're making them run back and forth up and down stairs for this, only to have it look and play worse.
I was
It's
so worried
incompetent.
Felicia was going to get hurt. I was very worried she was going to fall down the stairs.
Yeah, and also it's bad television for one other reason, Taran, and that is when the veto's done and they're trying to have their one-on-one conversation before commercial, you don't know what they're saying. All you hear is, yeah, I'm not going to, yeah. It's like, okay, that's great. I know exactly what you were saying there. Yes, that's fantastic.
So in the Scramble verse, what was this snack? That there was some kind
Candy cola.
Oh,
Candy cola.
that was a candy cola.
They had to get 4 candies apparently
To make the cola.
Yes, like you know
Mhm.
Mentos in Coke, because
Like-
that's how I feel.
Who's writing
Volcano.
this? Is it even making sense to anybody? Is anybody looking this over?
Rob, I hate to bring your friend into this, but I feel like your friend ChatGPT has been involved this season.
GPT is writing this.
I feel like ChatGPT
Like,
has been
oh
a
yeah,
little
and it
involved.
should be like candy cola is the official. Like, it's like, okay, well, Barbenheimer. Let's base a competition on that. And in this universe, the 3 most popular movies are Turner and Pooch, Avataylor, and also Heisenheimer.
I think they're big RHAP fans, and they were like, "How do we copy paste the RHAP success for us?" That's right, we're gonna do Barbenheimer competitions.
Yes. And then we'll make it be that candy cola is gonna. I mean, it could just be like, okay, just drop the gumball. Just
Thank you.
yeah.
Who is? I need a poll. Who is going to the movies, right, and buying an overpriced snack that isn't popcorn? No, the same. I'm also buying them. I'm just saying, like, who is saying I need a good candy cola? Because that's what I've been craving at the movies while I watch a nuclear bomb go off. I need candy cola.
Yeah. Okay. So that was the veto comp. And then Matt again wins the double eviction veto and then has his meetings. Why did he lie to America?
did he?
Why not?
I don't know. I just felt like he was gave her some hope.
He implied that he was going to use it on her. I felt like as well, and then a second later, Felicia comes in like, "Yeah, it was always her. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You're fine."
I guess
Rob,
I didn't catch it. I just heard her campaigning to him.
Yeah, Rob, it was the final 7. Why was Blue led to believe she's safe all the way leading to like 5 minutes before the show?
Can we
Yeah, well, I
talk
guess
about
she could
that too?
campaign
'Cause
all week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Screw these players. I'm sick of them. I'm sick of these players
Okay.
waiting all week long and then ruining their own blindsides minutes before the eviction, which means that we don't get to see it. And there's no blind side that we get to watch either. It's the worst of all worlds. They hate us. These players hate us. That's what I feel.
The players
If I'm on the
hate
show,
us, please.
I'm going to be a
Everyone
bitter
hates us.
juror. If they tell me a minute before the eviction, I'm going to say screw you, because I have no time to change the outcome, and I don't get to make a shocked face on the episode now. I don't get to have a big moment on the screen. I don't get to make my face isn't a GIF. None of it. I knew ahead of time. You spoiled it. You spoiled the episode for me. Thanks.
We need a new word for this, because the phenomenon where it was a blindside all the way until it wasn't, we need it to be a word, and we need it to have negative connotation so we can use that moving forward, because I feel like we get this a lot and it's no longer a blindside, and legally we shouldn't call it that.
I just think these are bad players. That's it. There isn't anything else. They're flopping all over the world and they can't get anything together. Literally can't hold water. And I'm over it. Like, it's a joke. I think the 100-day season is to blame. That they're just so tired that they're running on vibes only. And then we have Blue being like, duh, you should voted me out in her black scent. Because she's like, I am the most strategic player.
As a strategist.
Girl, be so for real.
Yeah, Blue, they had to get her. Otherwise Blue was going to run away with this thing.
Run where? To Jared? My God.
Yeah. This is what she said with Julie.
Were you surprised? A little bit, but I kind of knew, like, girl, a player this good has to be a target eventually, right?
Girl, come on.
She
Sure,
didn't
Jan.
know anything. She was nowhere near knowing Rob. No.
See, look at what they did to Blue. Because if Blue was blindsided, then maybe she would have actually given us something instead of competing with Red for the worst exit interview of the season.
Well, Aaron, can I ask then? Okay, going back to the Blue and Suri of it all, like, I think this does beg the question: like, did Blue actually know that Suri was Jared's mom? Because why doesn't Julie ask her, like, Blue, you knew Jared's secret in the house. Why didn't you tell anybody?
I mean, I don't think she's talked about it in the diary room since the night she found out.
But are the producers not allowed to ask her about it anymore? Are the producers like, is she dumb? Did she not? Did she forget that?
I think because she hasn't talked about it since, she's only like alluded to it. I think they're probably just a little bit like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't. Because like, what happens if they bring it up and she's like, what are you talking about? Or even if, like, whether or not she knows, she's not supposed to say anything. So like, what if she pretends to not know, or like, and then it really, like, you screw yourself over.
Can you do that on Big Brother and just have, like, say I have amnesia from something that happened in the house? Like the producers ask you about a thing, like, I don't know what you're talking about. That didn't happen.
What are they gonna
I
do?
guess we stop asking about it.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem like he remembers that happened.
Y'all, she is the most strategic player. She figured out how to get production off your back.
Yeah.
There you go. Blue, game changer. Amazing. Wow. I take it all back.
I do. It is annoying when somebody comes out so overconfident and it was like, yeah, I was the best. Are you kidding me? Like, it was incredible. I won that. I won that veto. Remember? I guessed the right number of seconds.
I've been enjoying Blue on the show for the last few weeks. I've really enjoyed how overconfident she was. I've been enjoying her diary rooms, her pettiness, like the openness with which she admits her pettiness and jealousy toward America. I've been enjoying that. It's very fun. But when you come out of the house and you're like, I knew all along, when you obviously didn't, and to act like you have no feelings about it whatsoever, it's like, you're giving us nothing here. Kitty kitty purr, like come on, give us some emotion, give us anything.
I didn't expect us to hear kitty kitty purr said twice tonight. I really didn't.
Really? You
I
wild
didn't.
for that.
I didn't. Like,
What do you mean? She's
you
gonna get
something
on.
else.
She's
I
gonna
don't know.
get her own like clout train with that. Hot shirts, mugs, you name it. Pop sockets. It's gonna everything.
And get ready. She's going to be the most bitter juror also. Like, she came out, declared victory tonight. I guarantee you on finale night that she's going off on who's ever in the final two.
Like, if you
Like,
want to be
asking
iconic,
like a totally nasty question.
you want to be iconic, have a moment. as you come out the door, be crying and go, kitty, kitty, purr. Like, that's
Oh,
amazing television.
no.
Like, give us anything.
You heard it here first. If she makes a merch line with a sad kitty kitty purr, Taran's buying two that
That would have
night.
been great.
Mhm.
You could have had a cat with a tear coming down, kitty, kitty, purr. It would have been amazing.
Will there be any kitty kitty merch?
That's what
Yeah.
Sasha's implying.
Yes. What do
Yes.
you mean? Of course there will be. What's the point of saying all of this over and
It's
over
too
and not
late.
capitalizing on it?
The time would have been while she was in one of her people would have done it. Like this, it's too late at this point once you leave, I feel like.
Nah,
It's
they'll
done.
be working on it.
Be for real. Please.
They get out of the house like a week before Black Friday. Think about
Well,
it.
Rob, I know your birthday just passed, so I got a gift ready
See,
for you.
This is what I mean. Though, like Angela can sell they can sell What's Wrong with Angela merch because that was a moment. It was a real moment. It meant something.
Did they have What's Wrong with Angela?
1,000%. They've had What's Wrong with Angela.
Shouldn't Rachel get to sell What's Wrong with Angela merch?
I don't know.
Was it her that did it?
Somebody
No.
did.
Did
Mhm.
Swaggy see even like
By Rachel. It
sell
was
his
Rachel's. Yeah.
shirts?
What's Wrong with Angela? Merch by
Yeah.
Rachel Swindler.
Yeah,
Mhm.
bonfire.com.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure Swaggy had merch. Yeah.
Yeah. So the point is, Swaggy has merch. Blue was gonna have merch.
Yeah, but he might have had merch during the season.
Oh, that's true. Because he
Mhm.
wore it in the
Mhm.
house.
Yeah,
right?
like Pooh, get on this. You should be getting that shop up right now. I don't know who's buying it.
You'd be surprised, Rob. You'd be surprised what
The thing
it's
is-
Pooh,
sold.
where's my Bowie Jane merch?
Don't spoil the surprise, Rob. When I see you in New Orleans in
Mhm.
a month and a half or a month and change, you're
Yeah.
gonna get all the goods. Trust
What
me.
does it say? What does my Bowie Jane merch say?
You know exactly what it says, Rob.
FBJ?
Exactly.
You should say I love Bowie Jane. She's the best and my most favorite player of all time. And Rob has to wear that.
Yeah. Yeah. What about when she they're like, all right, Bowie Jane, who are your nominations for tonight? And what did she say? She was like, oh, like
This is terrifying.
This is terrifying. Stop
And then
it.
proceeded to put up two people of one comp in between them. Like
Mhm.
this is really terrifying to Bowie Jane, apparently.
Then why win? Right,
Yeah.
27 again. No, actually, she would have won. Damn. Right, 1,000. No, 10,001. Because why win if you're gonna play this game? Why are y'all wasting my time?
And this was her plan. Like this was always what she was gonna do. So it was like the least terrifying because she's mentally
Then
prepared for this
10
moment the
toes
whole week.
down. God, I'm this
So-
is a weak mess. Is so boring, right? Like this act. Oh, I'm so scared. No, stand 10 toes down and be like, "Meh, sucks. You're both up because I'm working with the boys because I'm mega genius. The pigtails
Yeah.
got me.
Yeah, America, Felicia, have a seat. You're in Bowie Jane's world now.
Like
And
if
this
you
is a
say-
lawyer.
Why don't you cry about it? Okay?
It's just ironic though to say this is terrifying when the two people that you didn't put up were the biggest threats in the game that have like 8 comps in between them. If you did this terrifying, you put up the boys, now you're talking. But obviously she was never gonna do that. So
She ain't no diva. She can't do it.
All right, so let's maybe try to look at the positive, feed the positive, if
Always,
we
Rob.
could, like a great man once said. Okay, Cerise in the top 5. Okay,
Woohoo!
I mean, she's like partying with Matt at the end of the episode.
She was
Taran-
talking with Matt. She was asking him what he would do if he won this HOH. Would he just be nominating her and Felicia? And he said, I would never put you up. You're never going up if I win.
Okay,
And she was very happy.
she was very happy. They looked like they were like really like partying, and I feel like for Cerise, hope continues on, right?
I'll make this prediction. I'll put it out there. If Jag loses both HOH and veto, he goes home this week.
No,
Wow.
no. I don't.
Yeah.
No.
Will be a
Because
huge
Bowie
night.
can't win HOH. I think if Cirie wins, and Jag doesn't have veto, Jag's out. If Felicia wins and Jag doesn't have veto, Jag's probably out. And if Matt wins and Jag doesn't have veto, Cirie has days to
Mhm.
work on him.
Yeah. Okay. Puyo, but what do you think about tonight's HOH competition? Compare photos.
Oh, I'm so excited. They're going to compare the different movies they saw, and they got to spot the difference, and then they got to hang on a thing, go back and forth.
Yeah, what week is it? Do we know? Humiliverse week?
Let's see.
Oh,
This was
what
Scramble. The previous one was Scary. Before that was Comic. So Humiliverse, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe it could set up for an exciting Final Five eviction, one that we will actually be together in person for 1 week from tonight at the Brea Improv. And if you want to be there with us, Taran and I will be there. Sasha will be there. So most of us will be there coming up.
I will be sending Rob my pig costume to wear. So
Yes.
there we go.
Yeah,
has been eliminated.
RHAP.com/events, and that should be a very fun night, part of a 2 nights of events that we'll be doing at the Brea Improv for Survivor and Big Brother coming up next week. So hope you could be there for what should be a fun Final Five eviction, potentially. We'll have fun no matter who goes home, but might be very exciting.
And you get to see the jury footage for the first time. I'm excited about that. That's fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So be a really fun night at the Brea Improv. RobbinsWebsite.com/events. So, okay. We also got tonight a little bit of the Felicia and Cirie back and forth. Darren, they did some creative edits here with this when they went back in time.
I liked this a lot. This is like what, and I've said this before the season, like it's almost like occasionally I might have made this reference before, but it's like video games are sometimes made by like different branches of the same company, like Ubisoft Montreal versus Ubisoft like whatever, and like there's a good studio usually sometimes, and there's like a bad studio. I feel like there's an A team for the editors of Big Brother. And occasionally they whip out the A team. And this felt like, this little segment at least felt like the A team to me, because they had information that we already had, obviously, as live feeders, but like they were able to present it in a way that was more interesting than watching it on the live feeds, in the sense that like it was creatively edited. It was like put together in a way that was like, oh, we're going back. Oh, look at this. Like, and it made more of an impact that way. And it was also like really big information, like really big game-changing information that was revealed in a really fun way. So yeah, I like this a lot. I wish that they would do stuff like this way more often, because, you know, usually they're just kind of going through the motions.
Okay, so where do we stand right now with Felicia and Cirie?
Cirie hates Felicia's guts, literally. And Felicia does not know that Cirie hates her guts. Felicia was talking to Cirie just earlier today about how she actually is thinking, after all, she might want to target Jag and Matt if she wins the double eviction HOH, which of course you're not going to say to somebody that you believe might rat you out, or anything like that. So she's kind of done ratting Cirie out, but this being nominated as a pawn instead of Cirie may do something to her brain. Who knows? But you know, it's an ongoing process. It's an ongoing situation, and we're just gonna have to wait and see.
But yeah, I'm kind of sad that it doesn't seem like Cirie and Felicia are going to be friends after the season.
I think after they'll be fine. I think during there's still going to be tumultuous moments, but after all this, I think they'll be okay. I hope so.
Yeah, Sasha,
as long as she doesn't have to like deal with any bathroom situations.
Yeah, they're not going to share a bathroom anymore after this. They're going to become BFFs.
Maybe at Hearts of Reality. Yeah. But Sasha, I predicted the other day, I feel like that this is going to be maybe the messiest postseason of any Big Brother season in modern history.
Interesting. I feel that they're all, not all of them, but most of them are so maybe not great at the game. Like I feel like all the like really strategic people are already out.
Mhm.
Besides Heism, like I don't
I-
know that the other people are
like,
gonna be as petty. I
I
feel.
see. I don't know. I kind of feel like that there's like pockets of like clicks, and I think that these pockets of clicks are going to be like talking smack about the other like pockets of clicks
Listen,
in a
I
way.
pray for that. I pray for this mess, but will they give it? I don't.
Yeah.
Cerie's so smart, you know. Like she's done this before.
Yeah,
So
I don't think it'll be Suri
yeah, Miss
talking out of
Felicia.
school. Yeah, but some of these other people, like Taran, I feel like that out of the last couple seasons, I feel like so in like Big Brother 23, I felt like that for the most part, like the cast, like they all hung out at Todrick's house. They, for the most part, they all like pretty much like got along together. And then last season, it was like everybody wanted to talk to Taylor, and then everybody else, like kind of like for the most part, you didn't hear from them so much except for like one or two people. But this season, I feel like that we're going to be hearing from a lot of these people, and I feel like there's going to be like a lot of crossfire after the season.
I think the question is, do they get an invite to Todrick's? Because if they don't, I think drama ensues. If they do, they get a chance to hang
Todrick
out.
heals the Big Brother cast.
Absolutely. So
What
absolutely.
the hell, Todrick?
They have the
Why?
ability to hang out together and like squash their beefs in person as they like decompress from the game. And like obviously some of them are just gonna bail and like not talk to anyone else. But like for the most part, yeah. I mean, you know, it's sustained contact after the game is huge. I think when it comes to beefs.
Great. So all of us need to pick a few house guests and take them on different vacations. You know, maybe secluded islands, and then we just kind of stroke the fire and then bring them all back.
Yeah.
With who's muddy, Sasha? Who that guy take myself on vacation? I'm taking them on vacation.
Production, you want drama? Call me.
Yeah, put it on Paramount Plus. The actor's still on strike. You know, maybe this could work out.
I can plan a vacation.
Okay, so America ultimately goes out as well here tonight. Should we look back at America? Just, I mean, ultimately she went out of the game. We like knew Blue was going out here tonight. We knew it was a very plausible scenario where America was going to go out, but we kind of eulogized Corey's game last week. Any final thoughts on America, the player?
No matter where you stand on a player, how you feel about a player, how much you're rooting for or against the player, seeing a player have that much passion and basically trying to throw anything they can behind desperation to stay, I will always commend, because they really want to be there. They really want to give it their all. And I think America did all the way to the bitter end at the end there.
Yeah.
She gave us something in her speech, in her exit interview. She gave us emotion. She gave us frustration. It was real. It was good. You know, I think America, the player, not the best, you know, had some faults, but I will say that after Corey left, she did step her game up.
Yeah, she had a little juice after post Corey.
She did a very good job convincing Jag in particular that she wouldn't come for him. Her only issue is that even though she succeeded in doing that, it didn't matter because her competition was Bowie, Felicia, and Cirie for who to target. And so she just ran out of space. But she also did a good job of bonding with Bowie. The problem was, it didn't matter. Bowie had already locked in. He was just very late to the party playing the game that way. But she was doing a good job.
Who do you think is the more likely all-star if one of them returns into the game, Corey or America?
Corey.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think.
Although Corey.
I will say I loved America like low-key dragging production at the end, right? When she goes, it's very hard to win comps, especially with these big guys in there. I was like, say it again. Say it louder for the people in the back, because I think that not a lot of people that leave the house have dragged production like that. In this subtle way, right? Where they're like, I'm not mad, but look at this. How am I supposed to beat an Olympian while I have to run up some damn stairs? I just fall down the stairs and like pull a Christmas so that maybe they feel bad and don't vote me out, because I'm not beating Matt. He's lapping me 20 times.
I'm going to go against the grain. I'm going to say America's more likely to come back.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's close. I think it go either way.
I think she gave something in her exit
Yeah.
interview. She gave this passion, this emotion. She always played with her heart on her sleeve. So she always has the capability of being entertaining. She's very messy at times. Like when it comes to entertainment, I think you go to America before you go to Corey. And for what it's worth, Corey, he had a lot of things to say about the show on the feeds as well, that I'm sure they didn't love. Yeah, I think America's more likely to come back, and I love that she called them out in the exit interview, because it 1000% is true.
Yeah. Speaking of love, they were asking America about what are your plans with Corey. First, she said marriage, but then she went on to talk about how much she adores Corey.
This is his hat that I'm sporting tonight.
Yeah, Julie.
Calm down, Julie.
She loves love.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Someone needs
Not
to
as much as
spray
Derek
bottle
X,
Julie.
but yeah.
Yeah, it's like you're coming on a little too strong, Julie. First she says marriage, kidding. No, but we've had 7 marriages, so maybe, who knows? And then throwing out love. Okay, stop. Rob, I want
Julie
to quiz
lie?
you.
Yeah.
I mean, no, Rob, can you name the 7 marriages?
Okay, so I know
Because-
this came up earlier. I know that that Derek X and Claire are the couple that are not the marriage.
They're
Yes.
not, but
Okay.
there are 7
So all right,
marriages.
so Brendan and Rachel, Jeff and
Yes.
Jordan. Okay. Nicole and Victor.
Okay.
Okay. So Danny and Dominic.
There you go.
Okay. Jess and Cody.
All right.
There you
Okay,
go.
that's 5. 2 more Big Brother
You're at the last 2 that
marriages.
me and Liana got stuck on.
Okay.
So-
Oh, I
One of
would've
them.
guessed
One of
these
them's.
first.
One of them's very obvious. You'll kick yourself for not knowing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
Uh,
just talked about them.
We
One
ju-
of them.
Merch.
we just talked about them,
merch,
and they
yeah.
have merch. Boy,
They came in with merch.
They came in with merch.
BB20.
Yeah.
There
Oh,
was
Swaggy
one.
and Bailey, and then who's the
Yeah.
is the other one obvious?
This is
No.
a harder one.
You'll
No.
Yeah, this one I forgot. Liana had to look it up. Memphis and Christmas.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
We would love to say that there are only 6 BB marriages.
Mhm.
Let's
Yeah.
not remember.
Yeah, I mean,
Listen, Bonnie and Clyde.
Sasha. Just to be, we might eventually get to 6 Big Brother marriages.
What goes up must
Yeah.
come down.
We're at 7 today. Could go back to 6.
But listen, couple that frauds together, allegedly, stays together, maybe. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So maybe Corey and America will have to maybe replace one. Okay, get back to 7. But all right. So Corey and America, I tweeted this out. Great night for Corey.
What did you tweet out?
yeah,
Oh,
I
'cause
saw
America
that's what he
comes back.
tweeted. Great night for Corey.
Yeah. He's biggest winner of the night.
Yeah, I
For
think
Corey.
so. I think
Jury
so.
Jury House gonna be not so fun for Cam.
Oh my god, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Poor Cam.
Mm-hmm.
I think Cam would like to unalive at some poor
Boy.
guy. Because he's been wanting America to himself, right?
Yeah.
Well, too bad we can't have what we want, Cameron. Enjoy the
Thank
jury house.
Mhm.
God for that.
Yeah. I just hope that they remember in the jury house.
The prophylactics.
Yeah.
They will.
The damn prophylactics. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Yikes.
All right. So we will wait to find out who the HOH is coming into tomorrow morning and when the feeds come back up. Anything else about the double eviction before we take some questions?
Can I just say unpopular opinion?
Please.
I'm happy for Jag. I am happy that Jag is gonna stay another week. Fingers crossed that he makes it through. And I pray for a Jag and Suri final too.
How does that happen?
I think that'll
Don't
be
ask
tough to
me
get to
for
that one. Yeah.
reasoning. Please.
Yeah.
I don't make sense. I know
That only
this.
happens if Matt self-evicts because he can't decide who to get
Fine.
out at the final 3.
I hope so.
Mhm. Okay.
Listen,
Look-
let me live in Delulu land. Okay, stop.
Look, I'm happy for anybody that is like their favorites are doing great. There's a lot of Jag fans that are out there.
Listen, all 5 of us, we're gonna be so happy.
There's more than 5. Stop.
There are dozens,
right, there's
Rob.
7. Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
like there is a genuine sense. Like,
And
he's-
look, that Jag has fans, Matt has fans, Sari has fans, Felicia has fans, Bowie has a fan.
Rob. Yeah.
Sorry, Taran.
Wait, you calling me out as Bowie's fan? What do you want from me?
Yeah.
No, but like genuinely, you know, we've had these segments on the show too. Jag is the first sick player to be on the US Big Brother, and the fact that he's been able to stay so long and represent his culture and himself, and be able to be like a physical comp beast is really cool. It's really cool for a lot of people, and for as much frustration as we might have at the fact that he may be a HOH for 21 straight days. You know,
Stay mad. I'm just kidding.
Not
Wait,
yet.
we're gonna
Not
kill
yet.
you.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, as Steve Moses would always say, this is a dumb show in a parking lot. And you know, it is really cool that it can mean more than that at the same time. And there are definitely things to appreciate about what's happening, despite the fact that it's also very annoying.
Mhm.
Yes, and I am annoying. I know that, and I do. When my faves are doing well, I'm unbearable. I know these things, but the point is that someone that looks like me barely gets on this damn show, let alone make it this far. I don't care. I want Jack to make it far.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Anyone that for us, it's very much like we get one brown person. We all
Thank
were
you.
like, that's our person now. And we've had to hang on Kaser for like a decade. So we
We
really
had
not
Ovi
like,
and Hannah was
Ovi,
great.
and then
yeah.
Fessy, like our track
Fessy,
record's
please,
been
God.
doo-doo.
Yeah.
So this is actually
Look
pretty
what
cool
we
to
have
see.
to work with, everyone. Okay,
Mhm.
we didn't have to text each other. You know, look at what Jack did. But like,
We've had
our
weeks.
boy-
We've had weeks where I've texted Sasha. I'm like, he's waking up. He's killing it. And then the next day, I'm like, Sasha, this ain't it. We have to look at next year. BB26 is our year. This is not the
Yeah.
one.
So
All
it
right.
is what it is.
All right, well, let's take some questions from the chat. We have one here. This is from Cape Cod Mermaid. I work for Pop Socket. We definitely won't be doing kitty purr anything. All right, you have it here officially. Pop
Cape Cod.
Socket, yeah, will not be doing any kitty purr.
Okay, but can we make a custom FBJ one for Rob's birthday?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Get in touch.
Yes. Okay. Also, yeah, before we get to midnight, happy birthday to Sam Moore tonight.
Yes.
Yes.
Shout
Okay.
out Sam Moore, the Bowie J fan.
He was so
Mhm.
happy
Yeah.
in the pre-show.
Yes. Okay. Josh Green wants to know, are we getting a big fight between Cam and America in Jury? I don't know when they film the Jury House segment. We got to get America out there. She got to do it quick.
I imagine they're gonna have all 4 of them be involved in the jury footage for sure. But what would they fight about?
I don't.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't. I can't think of what they would fight about, unless they were just disagreeing. Like, so I mean, I'll say this: I think Corey goes to the jury. He tells Cam Matt's the best player, and I think Cam goes, "No, Jag is the best player." But I don't think America cares enough either way to get into a fight about it. So even
Yeah,
that,
maybe if Cam is like getting really into like, I told you so, should have listened to daddy, told you that you would be the next people out of the house, should have worked with me to get rid of Jag and Matt, idiots. Like I could see America like going off on him in that scenario.
Cursed.
They got to do it on the day the camera's there also.
I'll say this: I'll take a fight. I'll take a fight on the.
we
the
would
episode.
love that.
No,
We
I
would
love it. It's just
Mhm.
fiction.
Yeah. Okay. How about all right. Who do we think will win AFP? We haven't checked in on AFP recently.
I think it's Suri. I think at this point it's
Oh.
Suri.
I pray that for all of us.
That's the ideal. I will say the casuals all have rounded up and will be mobilizing for Cameron. So I feel like it's going to be between the two of them most likely.
See, you don't feel like that Matt and Jag are eating into the Cameron votes? Like I
That's
thought
what I
Cameron's
think.
been out of the house for a while. I kind of
Right.
feel like that the same, the same fans that are like rooting for like the Minutemen are, I think, are also splitting a lot of votes.
So they're about to get reminded of Cameron come next week's episode. So close to and I'm assuming that's the night they open the AFP voting potentially, right?
Mhm.
So my only barometer is looking at the Big Brother Facebook page, and it's still no one was playing the game but Cameron for AFP. I guess now that Cameron's out, I'm rooting for Jack because he's playing the game the most.
Jag's won like 6 competitions in a row. Nobody else is playing the game.
That's what they're saying. That's what it
I don't
sounds
care
like.
about Jag. Yeah, it's going to be.
I don't think that like the casual audience has really carried the vote in the last few years. Like Davon wins All Stars, Tiffany wins 23. I mean, I think the audience loved Taylor, sure, and I think they loved all 3 of them. But like those were all 3 like internet audience were pushing that the
Right.
most.
And who was in 23? Who was more of the audience favorite? Now the non-feed watching, was it Derek X?
I think it was Derek X.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah.
And I think he maybe came in second or something, but like,
Mhm.
and the casuals pushing for their pick last year was Kyle.
The difference, Taran, my only difference, and I agree with you, and I would love nothing but to be wrong here. My only worry is I feel like this season more than others, though, the online audience is also divided.
Yes,
I feel like
that's
obviously you've got
Really?
the Suri camp, you've got the America camp. Yeah, I think the AmeriCorey camp is their own
Oh,
camp. So
yeah.
they have
and I
no
don't think
shot though, and I
anyone's
think they
willing
know
to
that.
but I don't think anyone's conceding to like, all right, let's back one
They've
person.
got to
I think
consolidate
there's a
on one
Felicia
person.
team. Yeah, gotta pick one.
I think the Delulus are out here, and that is what's going to ruin our split vote on whoever. The point is, all of us need to pick one person and vote for them. And the problem is, this year people are in the streets fighting too
Mhm.
much. I don't like
That's
it.
why it's going to be the messiest postseason.
I think it's Suri. I think the online community is going to mostly push for Suri. I think all the Survivor people are going to be voting Suri. I think that that even a lot of the casuals are going to get like, I mean, these diary room sessions from Suri have been fantastic. This like mastermind kind of edit that is going on. She's like the most fun person in the house right now. While still being like, I mean, she's been a fan favorite through an edit many times before. I mean, I do think there's going to be a strong push for Cameron. But I think Suri will take it. That's my prediction.
I'm mad
Okay.
at that.
All right. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out as
I
we
think those are
head
the top
towards-
2. I think
Yeah.
Suri and Cameron are
Oh,
top
a
2.
lot of
Easy.
Matts today.
Yeah.
And the Big Brother Facebook.
See, and I think that Matt is going to cannibalize the Cam vote.
I agree. I think
happy.
top 3 in my opinion, Suri, Cameron, Matt.
Yep. Okay. All right. Let's see. How about okay, Erica wants to know if Jag ever goes, who do we think wins?
Matt,
Suri or Matt.
Suri, yeah.
I mean, really, the only people that can win right now are Matt, Suri, and Jag. So
Okay. Felicia and Bowie Jane are both drawing dead.
they can
If
only
they
win against
sit
each other.
next to each other, yeah.
And neither of them plan to take each other at the moment. So
Yeah. Okay. Taran, can you just talk us through the schedule of what we know at this hour?
So I believe this week will play out normally, but I think we just found out that next week we'll go from the final 5 to the final 4 on Thursday. And then there will be a final 4 eviction to final 3 on Sunday, the following Sunday.
Yeah. And do they turn the feeds off at some point for that one?
They do in Canada. They don't usually in the US. So we will probably still have feeds up until, close to the finale. So yeah.
Yeah. And then I think that the Tuesday before the finale is going to be a recap show.
I think so.
The recap.
Yeah. So that's going to be on November 7th. And then the finale is going to be 2 weeks from tonight on November 9th. Okay. All right. Let's see what anything else that we want to talk about. Wayne wants to know if Jag somehow got to the final three, who will he take as the third, Suri or Mama Fee?
Neither. Bowie.
Okay. Wah, wah.
Not the snitch, Mama Fee.
I mean, right
Bowie
now,
go out this week.
right? Could Bowie go out? I don't think so. Because the Bowie could have gone out in the double, because of Felicia, but now it's unlikely because a Matt HOH, he's probably not taking a shot at Bowie. He would probably sooner take a shot at at Jag, and he would evict Felicia over any of those two at this point. It's not impossible on a Matt HOH, but not super likely. Felicia is either going to take a shot at I guess it's not too impossible. Like if Felicia or Suri win, if Suri in particular wins, she's not going to want to take the shot at Matt. So if Jag wins the veto on a Felicia HOH, she may settle for somebody like Bowie. So it's not impossible that Bowie leaves.
Now, if Jag does go out here this week, does that increase the likelihood that Matt could go out at the final four?
Yeah. Theoretically, like if Jag is there, Jag's not cutting Matt, so Matt has twice the likelihood of being in control of that final four veto. And then also Bowie, who's not taking a shot, unless honestly, even if it's like Suri, let's say a final four of Suri, Bowie, Matt, Jag. Even if Suri wins the HOH and Bowie wins the veto, I think she evicts Jag over Matt. But if Jag leaves, especially if Matt's the one that takes the shot, he might lose Bowie. And then it's like, do they take the shot at Matt then? I think he's still pretty likely to survive, but a little bit less likely.
Okay.
But in a way better spot to win for sure.
Yeah. All right. Anything else tonight? Let's see. How about this? So who gets the Bold and the Beautiful cameo this year? Well, if it was the Bald and the Beautiful, it would be Felicia.
I still see why shouldn't she get a cameo? Other than that, I would probably throw it to Matt and Suri, are my other two.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say
I thought
Suri.
Suri has already done this. That chat. Am I wrong about this?
I could be wrong, but I think you're right.
Yeah. Felicia would be the best character on The Bold and the Beautiful.
I mean, I think it's like, I think it's the same as my top 3 AFP picks. I think it's Suri, Matt, and Cam.
Oh.
Cam on the bullet. Oh, okay.
Maybe we can
he'll do the hair flip.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they don't cast anybody this year.
No,
All right.
Felicia can be a cafeteria worker that steals all the food.
Put Felicia on a sitcom. Get her a cameo there.
That's what I'm saying. She is so funny.
Yeah. Yeah, no sitcoms are in production right now. I think that's probably the issue.
This is true.
Yeah, and we're not scabs. So
yeah,
we don't do that.
Okay. All right.
I think Suri might have been on Guiding Light.
Guiding Light. Okay.
What is that?
It's one of the other CBS soap operas. Yeah. All right. There you go. Anything else tonight? We made something out of nothing here tonight.
So Jag loses this veto. He has a maximum of 4 more competitions he's playing in. He has currently won 7. The record is 9. So if he wins 2 of the 4 competitions, he will have tied the Michael and Janelle record. If he wins 3, he will break the record. However, the caveat to that is that A, he's been evicted, and B, he will have competed in a large amount more competitions. So his win percentage is considerably lower than Janelle or Michael, having had much more opportunity to win competitions. But he will hold the record if he wins 3 of the 4, at least 3 of the 4 competitions.
So Aman tweeted this tonight. If he wins these comps and gets to the end, he not only is our first Punjabi winner, he would not only be win the record, he would also be the first ever winner to have been evicted in the same season that he
Okay,
wins.
Chris Underwood,
So-
come on down.
Yeah.
Look at
Also,
the
yeah.
watch out record books.
And Jen says, has any BBUS winner ever received a 1 in the stock watch?
No.
Yeah.
Another
So,
record broken.
A lot of history could be made.
You know
But
what?
also,
Who
no winner has
cares?
ever been evicted. So I feel like those two kind of go hand in hand.
Oh,
The
and I
thing
win the
is,
draft.
Does
We'll
the
take that.
750,000 taste any less if you've been evicted and come back in? Methinks not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Money's
All right.
money.
There you go. All right. Well, let's leave it there for tonight. And then we'll come back in the morning with Taran and Puya for the update to find out who the HOH is. And then Taran and I will have a BB Q&A coming up on Friday. All right. Also, in the meantime, told you about Brea. That's going to be coming up 6 days from now. We'll be talking there live to watch Survivor costume contests both nights in Brea. We'll have it's Halloween week. So we will have a Survivor Halloween contest or Halloween costume contest for Survivor on Wednesday, and a Big Brother costume contest coming up on Thursday with prizes as well. So should be a very fun time in Brea if you can make it out. robhasawebsite.com/events. Then we also have all the Survivor. We talked with Gabby Pascuzzi last night, had a lot of fun on the Survivor post-game show. Then this morning, I had the exit interview with redacted person who I won't spoil, Survivor, if you didn't watch it. And then we also had the Survivor Know-It-Alls with Stephen Fishback earlier today. Plus, I did the Survivor Q&A with Taran but like 2 hours ago. And we had a lot of fun for the patrons on that one. So wall-to-wall Survivor coverage as you would expect, plus everything else coming out this week on the network, including I'll have an interview with Chaos Cast coming up on Friday. You could hear all that and more at survivorpods.com. Plus, on the amazing race, Sasha, the team's race through India this week. First leg in India. Exciting, amazing race finish this week. Had a recap with Mike and Jess, plus our exit interview. You can get all that at robhasawebsite.com. Then we've got Traders Canada rolling along, Puya.
That's right. That's right. We got left with a bit of a cliffhanger this week, Rob. We weren't loving it, but that just means that next week's episode is going to be even more action-packed. So we'll be having a good time with that. We'll be live right after the episode on Mondays at 11 p.m.
Okay. All right. And then, Puya, you're also talking with the people out, the murdered people.
It's been very fun conducting exit interviews. Myself and Scally have had a good time talking to them. They've been very gracious with their time. They're giving us some good insights and behind the scenes. So definitely check these out. They do help and complement the viewing experience.
Okay. And then, Sasha, what's going on over on the Mess Magnets?
You know, oops, all quick bites. We said let's have check-ins on everyone and anyone. We also have a fun story from my vacation where someone mistook my mom for Seema auntie from Indian matchmaking. And my mom was not happy.
Okay.
So yeah, just we were on vibes only for real, but we will be doing Brittany's memoir soon, so make sure you're plugged in.
Yes, I already got an invoice for Brittany's memoir for Mess Magnets.
Listen, we got to do what we got to do.
For
okay?
two, one for Sasha and Kirsten. I didn't even make them share.
Thank you, Rob. So benevolent. Okay, we are only under your conservatorship here.
Yes. Okay. And then, what's going on Below Deck?
Ridiculous. We had a hookup finally. Come on, Below Deck Med, you're behind. But we did get like calmer on all the like annoying mess. We're getting into like fun hot tub mess again. So check out Below Deck for Chappelle and I just talking about the player's handbook.
Okay. All right. There you go. And then you can check out all of our content. I told you about the Survivor Q&A earlier tonight. We got BB Q&A coming up tomorrow. Did a ton of patron shows this week. The recap, the patron 5 for 5 and more, the slop as well. That's all in our patron podcast feed, plus access to international reality show links like international Survivor seasons, Also, discounts to our live shows and our amazing community on Facebook and Discord. That's all one click away at robhasawebsite.com/patron. You can subscribe to all of our podcasts at robhasawebsite.com/subscribe. And don't forget, Taran and Puya will be live with you on Friday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. Only 2 Puya Fridays left on the schedule.
And they might all sound very samey depending on these outcomes. So stay tuned to find out. I will tell you this, no coffee tonight. This is a decaf. I've learned, I've grown up. Going to bed after this.
Okay. All right.
Growth.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, Sasha, what's coming up for you?
Yes, in addition to, of course, those things, I'm covering Loki with Jason Reed over on Post Show Recaps. And I'm also talking House of Villains on Silent Podcast. Because listen, a show was made for me, and I was too jealous of Chappelle and Jenny. So I had to do it, y'all. So I'm talking all of them. For everything else, just follow me on Twitter at funsize_04.
Okay, great job tonight, Sasha. Puya, what's coming up for you?
So aside from Traders Canada, of course, 90 Day Fiance still going very strong. Rob, I'm gonna end up having to edit together a supercut of everything Gino and Jasmine for you to watch
Yes,
they
I would
are
love it. Would love it so much.
full blown unhinged. I got you. I'll put some work into that. Well, we've been having a good time with that. I had Chappelle on and Scally on with me this week to talk about that. Myself and Leon will be recording Mass Singer tomorrow, so that should be in your feeds for this weekend. Mass Singer's been a good time as well. And otherwise, you can find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Puya. That's where I'm going to be when I'm not podcasting.
All right, thank you so much, Puya. And then Taran, what else is coming up for you?
Twitch. We were watching the episode tonight. You know, we were able to have a good time.
Okay.
Despite ourselves.
That's important.
So, yes. Come and join me on Twitch. I also watch Survivor when that's on, and we hang out and play some games occasionally. You can check out the other Big Brother podcasts I'm doing. You can find me on Instagram and all that stuff.
Okay. All right. Looking forward to seeing you next week in person again. Thank you all so much for joining us here tonight. Again, happy birthday to Sam, who is able to bring us all together time after time for all of these recaps. I hope it was an exciting one for you of being on backstage of podcasts all day long. So
He wants everyone to be tweeting at him happy birthday.
Yes.
As
Mhm.
much
And
as
follow
possible.
him.
even though I told him he didn't have to, he said that that's his true love of being backstage on every podcast. So that was how he wanted to spend his day. So thank you again to Sam. And thank you so much for being here with us again for another double eviction, baby. Maybe one of these years we'll get a fun one. Take care, everybody. Have a good one. Bye.